Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wildflower Lacquer. In today's video, we are going over my wish list for polish pickup for the month of April. This month, the polish pickup shop will be open April 7th to April 10th. As always, that is Friday through Monday. Do check your time zones to make sure that you know exactly when it will open, especially if you have polishes or items on your wish list that have lower caps. And what a lower cap is a polish or brand that might have a lower amount available. For instance, some of these will have caps or limits of about 100, some of them even lower if we're talking about a non-polish item like a crocheted craft item or things like that. So definitely check your caps, check your wish list before the shop opens. That way you can have your game plan all ready. So we're going to go ahead and jump into my wish list. The theme for this month was flowers. And this month I ended up with, I believe, 12 items on my wish list, which is quite a lot. I actually ended up cutting a few items as I was adding them from my spreadsheet, which is how I initially start my wish list for polish pickup, and then moving it over to the polish pickup website's official wish list once wish list opens, which is usually on the previous Sunday from when the shop opens. So like I said, I've got about 12 items we're going to go over. I need to cut it down if you guys are keeping track of the videos that I've posted. I recently acquired about 2,000 more polishes, so it's not like I need more polish, but there are always new beautiful polishes coming out, so I do have some here that I would like to get. So let's go ahead and go over these. It seems to have added them in reverse alphabetical order, so I started with my A's and ended up with Wildflower, so we're going to start with Wildflower since it's at the top of my wish list. So this one is Wildflower Lacquer's Flower in the Sun. It will sell for $13.50. It has a bottle size of 15 ml and it's not listing any cap, which means that it's possible that there is no cap, meaning everybody can get one. There's not going to be a limit of how many bottles will be sold during the event. This polish was inspired by Janis Joplin and is described as an indigo jelly base with subtle pink to gold shifting shimmer, red, gold, green crystal flakes, pink to orange crystal flakes, gold crystal flakes, and scattered blue to purple crystal flakes. So this one is going to be a flaky bomb party in a bottle. Lots of different shifts going on in the types of flakies. Obviously, it's no surprise that this one is on my wish list because it's a Wildflower Lacquer and it is a purple. Now, I do have a lot of purple flaky polishes, but this one has a load of different shifts that you're going to see in these flakies, which is why it is on my wish list. It's also a very nice, kind of subdued shade of purple. It kind of has this metallic gleam to it, and it is just dazzling. Here you can see a lot of the different colors. You've got those fuchsia ones, the different shades of blue to purple. You've got the blurple ones over here and a bit of blue there. Of course, you've got the scattering of the gold ones as well. So another beautiful one from Wildflower that is not ever a surprise. They have some gorgeous polishes. So that is the first one on my wish list, Wildflower Lacquer's Flower in the Sun. The next one is from Vapid. Now, I was really surprised to see this brand in polish pickup because I feel like it's been a hot minute since they've been in polish pickup, and I was really excited to see them. They are one of my favorite brands, so this one had to make it to my wish list. This one looks just amazing. So this one is Vapid's Corpse Flower. It will sell for $13. It has a bottle size of 15 ml. Now this one does have a cap. Here's where you're going to see it. It's availability of 320 bottles. So this one, if it's on your wish list, I would definitely get there bright and early because this is a very popular brand. I would not be surprised if this one does end up selling out. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the inspiration paragraph up here. It says, "This inspiration is ignited by the most beautiful and intense, yes, we will call it intense, smelling inflorescence in existence. The corpse flower, it smells as the name suggests, and the flower itself is very large, blooming only once every few years and taking up to almost a decade to bloom. They garner a bit of a stir. The polish is described as a bloody, dark berry base with a strong green to purple shift. This one grabs a full spectrum of colors at different angles, but green and purple will be the most commonly seen, as well as iridescent flake in blue, purple, gold, green, stinking it up in this gorgeously grotesque inspired polish. 2 to 3 coats and a glossy top coat will give this beast the perfect finish." So yeah, multi-chromes and flakies, all the shifts. This one is really, really pretty. I always love a multi-chrome with an added ingredient like a flaky or hollow or glitter. It just adds another layer to the polish that is really pretty. Here you can see the like teal with a pinch of blue almost that I'm seeing between the teal and that fuchsia shade. So really gorgeous. Here it is mattified with those flakies. Again, that is going to look really, really pretty. Here it is on the nail where you're mostly seeing the green come through, and then along the edges you can see a bit of that purple coming through. But again, I'm loving how the flakies are looking in this one. I think it is really gorgeous. And here is another matte shot of it. Again, lovely colors. Very, very excited to see Vapid in Polish Pickup again. That was Vapid's Corpse Flower. Next up on my wish list is Polished for Days. This one is in Bloom. It will sell for $13.50, has a product size of 15 ml. This is another one that does not list an availability or cap on it, so possibly it does not have one. I know sometimes during the week they will add those as the maker becomes aware of how many they can make, so definitely keep your eye on those, especially for smaller brands. But this one is inspired by the Great Silence Dahlia and is described as a bright pink base with orange, yellow, gold shifting iridescent shimmer. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Polished for Days totally kills it with these shimmer polishes. This has that beautiful mix that I like to see of pinks with oranges. For some reason that color combination just really is striking to me. So you have that pink base and then that intense vibrant orange fiery flash in it. I think this is going to be one that is absolutely gorgeous in person. Here's a really great shot of it in different lighting situations, so you have more direct light, and this is, I think, more like a subdued indirect lighting situation, so it's really going to glow in those instances. Really excited to see this one in person. I have quite a few from Polished for Days in a shimmer formula that I absolutely adore, so this one has to be on my wish list. Here's another picture of its fiery glow. Again, love this color combination. Really excited to see this one in person. I think this is going to be a very nice summer shade. So that one was Polished for Days in Bloom. Next up is one from Phoenix. This is Poppy Dreams. It will sell for $13. It does have a cap, but a very high cap of 1,000 and a product size of 10 ml. It is inspired by poppies, and the polish is described as a mix of red, orange, copper to golden ultrachrome magnetic pigment with microflakies in green, aqua, blue, purple, and aurora shimmer, and a blue sparkly galaxy glitter. So this one is another party in a bottle. You have the magnetic, you have the glitter, and you've got those microflakies. So this is one that has such a unique color combination. You've got blue, green, teal, this red or copper that goes throughout the magnetic shift, and some gold throughout. This is such a unique polish. Here's a good close-up of that micro glitter that runs throughout that's going to add yet another color. I love polishes like this where you're seeing a spectrum of all the different colors. This is going to look dazzling on the nail, and it's incredibly unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection, which is what I'm trying to focus on, is getting stuff that is unique in the polishes that I already own, and this one I don't think has any competition. I mean, look at all that color. Very, very impressive, incredibly unique. The magnetic is also going to be what they call ultra chrome. So you've got a very intense shift in that magnetic pigment as well. So very excited to see this one in person as well. That one is Phoenix Poppy Dreams. The next one is from Polish. This one is I Can Buy Myself Flowers. It will sell for $14, has a product size of 15 ml, and this is another one where no cap is listed, so it's either going to be an incredibly high cap like 1,000 bottles, or there's no cap so everyone can get a chance to buy a bottle. This one is inspired by Miley Cyrus's I Can Buy Myself Flowers song and is described as an indigo blue with holographic flakes and intense aqua green blue shifting microflake shimmer. So Polish is another one of those brands that I really enjoy. They have some amazing polishes, and this is another polish that combines two of my favorite colors together. You've got blue and purple. So you've got that beautiful purple tone base, that amazing shift in that shimmer, and I'm loving the particle sizes that are used here. You can see the little speckles of color throughout. This is going to look gorgeous on the nail. It kind of reminds me of a lion with a thorn in its paw type of a finish, where you've got those holographic flakies like lion with a thorn in its paw, plus the shifts. The glow here, especially with that blurbly tone, is just beautiful. So this is another one that I'm really excited to see in person. I don't think I have anything in this exact formulation in my collection, so I'm really excited to see this one as well. So that one is Polishes I Can Buy Myself Flowers. The next one is from KB Shimmer. This one is Rose Were the Days. This will sell for $12. It has a bottle size of 15 ml, and it's another one that does not have a cap, so everyone should be able to get a bottle of this one. It is inspired by roses and is described as a deep magenta leaning polish with pink and red tones. This vibrant, cool-toned shade is amplified with an orange to gold shifting shimmer depending on the lighting and viewing angle. This polish can skew pinker or more red. Hollow glow flakes add a dewy holographic sparkle to this two-coat shade. So one of my favorite polishes from last year, 2022, came from KB Shimmer in a very similar formulation, and that was Totally Stoked. That is one of the few reds that has made it to my top picks probably ever, except for back in the day, one of the first tones of red that I liked was a burgundy, like a deep cream burgundy, which was one of the first reds that I actually liked. But Totally Stoked was from KB Shimmer, and this is in a very similar formulation or idea. The concept, the ingredient list is pretty similar, but this one is a rosier pink version, whereas Totally Stoked was that red version. So I'm really excited to see this one. Like I said, Totally Stoked was one of my top picks for last year. And this one looks absolutely gorgeous. This particular shade of pink is really nice. And then what I love about this type of polish is you have that intense warm glow. So it's not just a pink polish with flakies, it has a shift to orange, and here it is in the sunlight. You're going to see all of those holographic sparkles in that flaky, and then here it is in evening daylight. That's awesome that they told us a very specific lighting. That's very helpful. Here you can see more of what I'm imagining is that base color with a little bit of that orange glow popping up that's catching the light. And again, yeah, just an amazing color. Love the combination. Love the fact that you're going to see that intense sparkle, and the color itself is beautifully vibrant as well. Here's another shot of it just glowing intensely and so beautifully. This one is another one I'm really excited to see in person. I'm going to have a hard time whittling my list down this month, but that's not going to be a surprise. But yeah, this is another absolutely stunner of a polish. Here it is again. That is just amazing. So pretty. So that one is KB Shimmer Rose Were the Days. Next up is another must-have for this month. This one is Great Lakes Lacquer Caw Like a Wind. This will sell for $13.50, has a bottle size of 15 ml, and it's another one that does not list a cap, so that is great because I think this one is going to be a popular one this month. It is inspired by the field of roses that surround the Dark Tower from the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, and is described as a black cherry showing stunning shifts of green, blue, and purple. So Great Lakes Lacquer has been absolutely killing it with these types of polishes as well, and the shifts in it look dazzling. You've got that base that's this fuchsia, purpley, what are they describing it? A black cherry. And even that seems to sort of shift depending on how many coats you use, and then the shimmer itself has all of those amazing shifts. The glow on this, you guys, is amazing. So like I said, one of my absolute must picks. This is definitely going to be making the cut, even if I have to cut something else, which I still don't know what that might be. But here it is mattified. Look at that. So really gorgeous. Like I said, another top pick for this month for me. That is Great Lakes Lacquer Caw Like a Wind. Next up is one from Femme Fatale. This one is Day and Night Shade. It will sell for $14, has a bottle size of 9 ml, and an availability of 400. So that's one of the lowest ones that we've seen so far. So if this is on your wish list, I would definitely make sure to get there bright and early to be able to grab yourself a bottle. This one is inspired by the nightshade flower and is described as a deep velvety blackened blue jelly base that is slightly sheer but gives way to an enchanting shifting sheen that flips from purple, pink, gold, green. Within are lustrous pink, red, and copper iridescent flakes and scattered teal glitters. So this is another one that is incredibly unique to my collection. I love the combination. Those glitters are very unique in this base, in this combination, and I love all the colors that you're seeing. You've got the purple with some golden orange, and then of course the teal glitters adding a very unique effect to this polish. Here it is again, you're seeing mainly that purple, but then you've got those teal glitters adding a beautiful touch. Again, super, super unique. I love this type of polish where you have a contrast. Here it is in a beautiful macro shot of the polish. You can see all of the little particles and the flakies that are popping up in this deep like red to fuchsia with a bit of gold or orange, and again the different sizes of glitters. I love it when they have different sizes of glitters. To me that sort of helps tie the glitters into the polish when you have the large glitters then medium, and this one looks like it has at least 3 different sizes of those teal glitters. So another super unique polish, that is Femme Fatale's Day and Night Shade. Next up is one from Cadillac Orchid. Speaking of glitter, this is Orchid. It will sell for $14, has a bottle size of 15 ml and a cap of 640 bottles. It is inspired by orchids and is described as a light mint with matte neon pink glitter and turquoise iridescent flakes. So this is another combination that I think is pretty unique to my collection. Oh my goodness, look at those huge flakies right there. Wow. So this one has a beautiful minty shade, which if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that mint is one of my favorite shades of green, and I definitely don't have anything like this in my collection with those matte pink glitters in a mint base. So this one really caught my eye. Again, the size of the flakies in here is just impressive, and I love the bright tone of that pink in this finish, in this light minty shade. I think this one is going to look very striking on the nail. Here's the inspiration photo. So you've got that vivid bright pink of the orchids against a green backdrop. Very, very pretty. They did a really nice job of pulling inspiration from that to create this polish. So another one that I'm really excited to see in person as well. I actually think that this would make a good crossover polish between spring and summer. That one was Cadillac's Orchid. Next up is a polish from Bluebird, and it is another magnetic. This is Yes We Columbine shipping. It will sell for $12.50, has a bottle size of 15 ml, and has 400 available, which I feel is pretty low for Bluebird Lacquer because it is such a popular brand. So again, if this one is on your wish list, definitely get there bright and early to make sure that you are able to grab a bottle. It is inspired by the Rocky Mountain Columbine, the state flower of the maker's home state of Colorado. This delicate flower was once on the verge of extinction. On April 4th, 1899, the flower was adopted as the official state flower. In order to protect and preserve the columbine, it is illegal to pick or destroy columbines growing on public lands. The polish is described as a pink shimmering base with a beautiful light blue magnetic. When not magnetized, it is a light metallic blue with a pink shifting shimmer. So this is another one that I feel is pretty unique to my collection. I also feel like I'm seeing more shifts than what is described, because in this particular picture you can see a little bit of like a golden glimmer that pops up once the polish is magnetized. So this should be really, really beautiful in person. I also really like how it looks when it is magnetized. You've got that blue flash that's pulled up, and then the rest of the polish turns into this purple. Really, really gorgeous. Again, super unique to my collection. I love all the different particles, and again, the particle size that is used here I feel like is absolutely gorgeous. Here's a little macro shot of it so you can see all of the different little colors, and yeah, there's definitely more colors than I feel like was described. You've got some orange here to gold across the edges of the nail. Yeah, this is absolutely stunning. Here it is non-magnetized versus magnetized, so you can see the difference there. I feel like this is a polish that you can definitely play around with the different ways of magnetizing it. You don't always have to have the, I think they call this like a cat eye magnetic effect. You can always play around by putting the magnet on like the edge of your nail or the tip of your nail or the base of your nail and sort of pushing around the magnet and just playing around with how it dances on the nail and end up with some really beautiful magnetic effects that way. So that one is Bluebird Lacquer's Yes We Columbine shipping. Next up is another one that I don't think it's any surprise that it's on my wish list. This is Bee's Knees Lacquer Belladonna Berries. It will sell for $13, has a bottle size of 15 ml, and it does not list a cap, so that is amazing if you are new to Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is a great way to be able to continue to add their polishes to your collection, and this one is inspired by the book Belladonna by Adeline Grace and is described as a deep turquoise polish with purple to green multi-chrome shimmer. So I saw someone swatch this, and I don't remember who it was offhand, but they were describing this as a very, very unique polish. Here you can see that deep turquoise and then all of the shimmer in here. This one is really intense and moody. I love all the different shifts that you're seeing here. You've got the pink going to green with a bit of gold at the extreme angles. Bee's Knees Lacquer has been one of my favorite brands for many, many years. I believe I found them in 2017 and have loved them ever since. I've been always very impressed with their polishes, and I'm really excited to see this one in person as well. This is another one that I think could look really, really beautiful for a fall seasonal rack. And look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the intense shimmer here. This is absolutely gorgeous. The green that is popping up with that vibrant purple, perfection, absolutely gorgeous. So that one is Bee's Knees Lacquer Belladonna Berries. And then the last one on my wish list is from All Mixed Up Lacquer. This is Flowers Dye Buy Me Polish. This one will sell for $13, has a bottle size of 15 ml, and our lowest cap that we've seen so far at only 200 bottles. So if this is on your wish list like it is on mine, I plan on getting here bright and early to get this polish because I don't want to miss out on this one. It is inspired by We Need All the Polish and is described as a light blurple base with a strong pink gold green shift. So look at that glow. You've got this vivid reddish pink glow with that vivid green, and then depending on the angle you're going to see all of these different other colors. This is my kind of polish. I mean, if you've seen my channel, you know I have a lot of kinds of polish, but this is one of my favorite types. I love good shimmer polishes, and I love the purple base of this one. It is so beautifully delicate. Here it is in direct lighting. You can see all of the different colors pop up. You've got that bright green, this red, orange, the purple base, the greens. I mean, this is gorgeous. Here it is in a different lighting situation. I want to say this lighting might be slightly diffused, but look at that golden flash again with that purple coming through on the base of the color. Here it is in different lighting. Really love the intense, almost fuchsia lean that the base takes on depending on the lighting. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous polish. Really, really stunning. So that is another one that I'm very excited to see in person, and I want to say it's one of the first ones that I added to my wish list this month as well. So that one is All Mixed Up Lacquer's Flowers Dye Buy Me Polish. And that wraps up my wish list for April. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites from this, if you added any of these to your wish list, or if you already had them on your wish list. I'm guessing that a lot of people are going to have the Wildflower and the Bee's Knees. Those two seem to be way up there in very, very popular polishes. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. I'm currently in the works of unboxing over 2,000 polishes in a huge estate Facebook find, and I've posted 2 videos from that so far as of filming. Another one is going to be posting this upcoming weekend, so you don't want to miss out on that. We have been finding some really incredible polishes. So as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys had a good time, and I will see you in that next video.